Hi guys, okay, so I might have had a sip of coffee before I started filming this video, so if I talk really fast, it's because my caffeine tolerance is so low. Okay, so I want to talk about this really weird fucking time that happened about 2 weeks ago. So I've been living with my boyfriend and I'm used to having people at home, but because he went away for work, I ended up having to stay at my house alone, and this story is basically about how this killer showed up at my doorstep. And I will explain to you guys this whole story now. So I'm just chilling on the couch, right? And I'm just like watching TV. No, I'm editing. I remember I was editing. And there was this weird thought in my head and I was just like, because I had the front door open and the fly screen was closed. So my front door was open and like I live in a good neighborhood, so like it's not like anyone would just walk in and grab stuff or anything. So as I'm just chilling on the couch and the front door is open, I hear this noise by the door. And I'm just thinking to myself, what is that noise? I realize, you know, that the sun is coming down and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I should probably close the door. But I hear this noise, so I get up off the couch and then I look outside and I see this guy peeking through my front door. And this guy is about 6 feet tall, he's about maybe 50 or 60 years old, and he's holding a bike. And he's super skinny, and so I look at him and I'm like in shock because I'm home alone. It's starting to get dark, like it's pretty much nighttime at this point, and there's this old guy peeping in my door. And I look at him and he says with a lack of breath, "I'm diabetic, I need some sugar water." So I'm just like in panic, but I'm also in like panic mode, so I'm like, okay, I'll go get you some cordial. So I like run to the fridge, I get him some cordial, you know, and I come back, and by the time I turn around and come back, he's about to fall. Like he's like wobbling, he's like barely on his 2 feet, he's holding the bike and the bike starts pushing him back. Like the bike is pretty much falling onto him now because he's so weak that he can't even carry it. So I'm like, please take the cordial water, please take the cordial water. And I'm like in this weird position where I feel like I'm gonna die because I'm very paranoid and I'm not used to people coming to my front door. And I watched this episode of American Horror Story where this like woman goes up to the house and she's just like, I got into a crash, like I'm bleeding, I need some help, I need some first aid help. And then when she goes in, she like attempts to like kidnap or kill them, whatever. So I was just like, I had that thought in my head, but at this point I'm like, this guy could possibly die, so I'm gonna give him this cordial. And I have this mug and I'm just like, please drink some, and he's like about to fall. He finally stands on his 2 feet and then he sits down. And like obviously the bike collapses, like falls over, and he like manages to sit down. And I give him the cordial and he looks down at the cup and then he doesn't drink it. I give him the cordial water, which is supposedly supposed to help him, and he doesn't drink it. And he just like takes the cup, like looks at it, like after having this fit of almost passing out, and he looks up at me and he's just like, can you please recite these Bible phrases? Like he said something like blah blah blah, like the name of like one of these like Bible phrases. And at that point I'm like, fuck, he thinks he's going to die. That's why he's telling me to recite these like Bible phrases, because he thinks he's gonna die. So I'm just like kind of like freaking out because I'm like, I hope you're okay. And I'm telling him, I'm like, do you want me to call the hospital? Do you want me to call anyone? I can call my neighbor. And he's just like, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need this cordial water. But he's still not fucking drinking it, right? And so we're having like a little conversation. I'm trying to like make him like feel comfortable, and like he's still not drinking the cordial water. So I'm just like, he's suddenly fine, even though he just said that he had diabetes. So that was like red flag number 1, and I was just like, I had this red flag in my head, super careful. And then he says to me, he's just like, I came back from Yemen, I killed 33 people. At that point I'm like, red flag number fucking 2, and I'm just like, my heart's beating fast, and I say to myself, I'm like, Anna, you are a fucking idiot if you do not slam the door on this guy's face. But because I'm the softy, non-confrontational person that I am, I was just like, I should be safe in my house, even though this guy was right in my doorstep and could like easily overpower me, and wasn't drinking his sugar water that he apparently needed, and that's why he came to my front doorstep. So I'm just like sitting there, and he tells me that he's killed 33 people in his lifetime, and I'm just like, oh no, that's not good. And I'm just like trying to act like I'm having a casual conversation, and I'm trying to listen to him, but all I'm listening to are the voices in my head being like, shut the front door, shut the front door. And part of me is just like, no, I can't shut this door on this guy's face. Like, he could actually be dying. He then tells me that he went to jail for 3 months for smoking weed or something. And then we had like a quick random chat, and he still talked about like Yemen for a little bit. And then he does take a couple sips of the cordial. At this point, I'm kind of just like, maybe you should have had those sips earlier, you know? Like, I'm still on high alert, and I'm not really listening to him because I'm still focusing on, if he comes near me, what can I use to protect myself? Like, something like that. I'm just like thinking of a lot of things, and suddenly my alarm goes off, and I have like alarm to time like the things that I'm doing, and it goes off, and I grab my phone, and I'm just like, hey, oh, hey, are you at my street? Yeah, you're at my street. Yeah, I'm just at home. Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Like, all right, I'll see you in about 5 minutes. And like, I said that because I wanted this guy to think that I had someone coming over who knew I was there, so he wouldn't like touch me. And then later on, he was still like kind of drinking the cordial water. And I'm just like, I'm still standing, for you guys to get the picture, I'm standing inside my house, looking outside the front door, and he's standing like outside my house, sitting outside my house, looking into the front door. So there is still this like space barrier between us because I'm inside the house and he's outside the house. It's not like I invited him in, but I'm still like super scared because this guy could easily overpower me, and I wish it ended a lot more crazy so the story would be more interesting. It pretty much ended where he gave me the mug and he went home and cycled off. At some points, he asked me for my name and stuff like that, and I can't lie on the spot, so I was just like, Anna, and at that point he realized I was uncomfortable, and he was just like, don't worry, love, like, I'm gone, don't worry, like, thank you for the cordial water. And he seemed like a actually nice guy, but I did get this very like scary vibe off him because he was at my front door asking for help, and when I tried to give him what he asked for, he didn't really use it. Like, he didn't drink his drink, which is just like, why? I mean, he drank it later, but that's when he was already like, okay, I don't know. But it was really freaky because I don't exactly like people coming into my house, even my friends, so it's just like having some old guy at my front doorstep at night asking for help. I'm still like on high alert, and when I came to think about it later, it kind of sounded to me that he killed people at some war, or because he was part of the army or something. Like, I think he was referring to that and not actually he just went and like killed 33 people. But it was just a really weird thing to mention to a young girl who looks about 15 at her front doorstep at night, you know? So it was just like a really, really weird situation, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it because don't be as dumb as I am, because if someone comes to your front door and you have a red flag number 1, you have every right to just shut it in their fucking face, okay? But still, anyways, I hope everyone has a really good day. Hi guys, the video I suggest today is actually my stretching routine, and I've been doing this every night for the past week, and I plan to keep it up for the rest of 2017. And this video is by Blogladies, who is my favorite workout channel, so please do check this channel out, and I'll put a link somewhere on my face here. I hope everyone has a really good day. I hope everyone stays lucid, and I hope everyone doesn't have this croaky ass voice like I do.